one mind, doing the work of two. 10, with the help of the thinker, 1,000. The machine spoke, Ryan listened, and finally, I have the thinker all to myself. Goodbye, old friend. Don't worry. You leave your creation in capable hands.
Baby Alice. Watch me do your son.
Here's the angel. Angels remember Mom. What is that?
Sometimes the rosies spill all over everywhere. Angels remember, so we
On
remember.
with my data? Don't make this difficult. Solid. Got the answer. Think of why. Yeah,
I'm telling the other girls that I have the best daddy.
I read to you now from the machine's prediction. Sigma enters Minerva's den. Encounters hostility. Sigma enters Wahl's chambers. You see, the Thinker has chosen me. It does not care what I once did. Adam makes it hard to sleep, forgetting things lately. So this is an emergency reminder for the code to my private storage area. I won't record the number, but remember, just look at the 4 groups of books on the shelf. And the sequence is obvious.
Good. It's all hooked up. I can run the hack sequence from here. Just 1 minute. That should do it. I hope. If the hack turned out right, you are now the proud owner of one homemade signal jammer.
Porter worries you with Sophia Lamb's torpedoes? Ah! He fills your head with foolish visions of freedom. I can provide you more immediate concerns.
No one is supposed to hand over. No!
Continuing input of audio data into the Thinker's database. Subject, Pearl Porter.
I want to tell the recorder how we met, Milton.
Okay, sure.
I was working in my family's diner. School was starting for the fall. And one morning, in walks this college boy. Clean cut. First thing I noticed was his eyes. He sat down and ordered bacon, eggs, and coffee. He was shy, but we talked a little off and on. He came in every single morning for breakfast and ordered the same thing. I told my mama, that boy must really love your cooking. She said, he isn't coming in for the food, honey. He's coming in for you. A year later, we were married.
I'm always safe with Dad.
Someone in my dreams. We were sailing along, so peaceful and calm. Suddenly, something went wrong. Someone rocked my dreams. Disturbing it
Incorrigible!
all at once the storm blew us so hard and left me drifting alone.
Just a itsy bitty
Someone rocked my dreams. I'm Captain Zero, heading
Doing this on purpose.
but with all that I die, I'll follow the tide. I'll keep sailing till I die.
You.
Come on, Daddy. Are we gonna be together again, Daddy?
Someone's invading my...
Now, we were in the middle of something. Just one last.
Some of the boys in the code pit whipped up a real doozy of an entertainment. Monitor screen hooked into a sort of tiny airplane cockpit, yeah? And that's swell, because what shows up on screen is an X, that's you, and a bunch of O's, like a Spitfire surrounded by a squadron of Jap Zeros. You fly your little X around and shoot them down one after another. Wahl caught us at it one night, called it a waste of time. I don't know. On balance, ain't it better to change what's on a screen than just stare at it?
Hey, Felix. I hear Porter is really happy about the new trajectory calculation routine. You know, the one that we worked on for 6 months? The one you took all the credit for? Oh, that reminds me. If you're looking for the key to your brand new office, you might want to check in the circus of values down the hall. Hope you brought your milk money, asshole.
Welcome to the circus of values.
Look at the baby. She won't even know it's there.
We make it all run. The brains in those bots and cameras, that's us. Automatic bathysphere navigation, calculating genetic probabilities for new plasmids, hell, regulating water pressure so this place ain't a fish tank. It's all Rapture Central Computing. Not that we get the recognition. Funny thing about living in the city tomorrow, everybody takes it for granted.
So far, so good. I can feel the sunlight already. Now we just print out the machine code from the Thinker's central processor so I can take it to the surface and start to rebuild. Computer core access is at the far end of ops.
for a nasty surprise. Charge up to plant a gravity well proximity mine. Stubborn intruders? Add a splash of corrosive acid to your gravity well. Oh, how they'll scream.
What would Rapture be like without automation? From self-opening doors to pneumatic deliveries, Rapture Central Computing keeps life running smoothly.
Give me a chance at least. This is machine.
It's not your time to enter the core. Not just yet.
Wahl, you son of a bitch. He's cranked the Thinker's coolant system into overdrive. You're frozen out of the core. Head to climate control and manually reset the turbine to defrost this mess. It's the only way we're going to make it to the Thinker.
Last wanted me to draw wrestling.
Remember to renew your identification badge on the first of every month. Security systems are active. Cooking, charge up for an explosive blast.
Resign.
Rapture is at war, Porter. And you have cast your lot with the enemy. Your concerned associates provided me with a recording of your own voice, swearing loyalty to Fontaine and his gangsters. Evidence of treason. My men are already on their way. The Thinker no longer needs you. Take pride in that. Mr. Wahl is qualified to ensure that it is used in the city's best interest. Eventually, a man's dream exceeds him, and his work becomes his legacy. For you, Charles, that hour has come.
Continuing input of audio data into the Thinker's database. Subject: Pearl Porter.
Hey, Milton. I'm recording this on the 6th straight day since you were homeland. I know your work is important to the war effort, but you're not even allowed to tell me what you're working on, and that's so frustrating. London is a beautiful city, but it isn't home. I hope I'll see you soon, Milton.
Ending input.
Magnetic locking relay overload.
Papa, Doctor! Hey! I am their superior. They do what I want. All
Sigma, the main cooling turbine is in overdrive. The controls should be down below.
The irony of my predictive equation is that it sometimes requires blind faith. I see the individual elements crashing against each other, and the urgency of what I must do to maintain my part in the plan is clear. But I cannot always see just why. An Alpha series is headed to Minerva's den, subject Sigma, and the equation states that if he reaches the computer core, catastrophe. I do not know why. Yet. But I know what must be done. Subject Sigma is approaching Minerva's den. He must not reach the Thinker. Detonate the tunnel!
Climate control system reset. Temperature balance normalized. Computer core access restored.
That'll do. The chamber leading to mainframe access is defrosting as we speak. Head on back there. Next stop, the Thinker's computer core.
Away!